Well, today we're going to go on a little exploration mission out to Bear Island Campground here in South Florida. Going to take in a couple of other sites along the way. Got a little wildlife loop out on the Indian reservation and a couple other things. This, however, is what I'm trying to get away from. This time of year, it's February, South Florida is tourist season. And the roads just can't handle the traffic, just about where it is. So here we are at about 12 miles an hour, working our way through traffic. Got to get over, but typical South Florida, nobody lets you in. Well, anyway, once we get out a little further west and away from some of this, just wanted you to get a glimpse of what you have to go through. And I even waited this morning. I'm not even in traffic hour. It's probably about almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I didn't leave my house till I was sure that I would miss traffic. There I go thinking again. All right, back with you in a little bit. So as we get off the South Freeway, or we already got off of that a while ago, we're getting further and further out here west. And now we're going to get on 27 South. You can see that the traffic has thinned out dramatically, which is a good thing. I think the further we go here on 27 South, though, we'll probably run into a little bit of traffic, stoplights, and a little bit of population. But for up here, it'll be good. It's a nice day. It is 78 degrees right now. There is no rain at all in the forecast, which is luck, because this is really the only days that I could do this trip. Nighttime low is going to be in the mid-60s. Daytime high is supposed to be about right now, about 78 degrees. And it's just a little after 11 in the morning. It's coming up on 11:15. So there's the weatherman report. So one of the other things I'm going to check out today is I have a GoPro 7 Black. Put a crowbar in my wallet and bought one. So we'll try that out later. I'll film it with my helmet camera versus the GoPro Hero 7. So here we come off Cafe 27 over there where the Marathon fuel station is. We'll stop in there for a minute. Pass through. Windy out here today, which kind of makes it feel nice, but it's a little blustery for the bike. My Harley's tolerates that wind a little bit better than the BMW does. All right, make sure nobody's coming, and across we go. And this is what Cafe 27 looks like from the outside. That, and I don't know if they're open yet. Nope, it says they're open. I wonder if that doesn't look very open. And there it is, Cafe 27. All right, we're just right across from Cafe 27. Take a little run through the Holiday Everglades Park, or Everglades Holiday Park. The signal here, Griffin Road at Highway 27, if you're tracking me on a map. We come out here a lot on weekends just to relax and watch the tourists and talk. There's other motorcycle people that come out here, and nice to talk to everybody. This is where they have the, well, they call it alligator wrestling. I wouldn't exactly call it alligator wrestling, but anyway, they have alligators in a nicely groomed, I'll call it a pit. It's not a pit, it's actually pretty nice. And then they'll have a person that's good with the alligators come out and open their mouths and handle the alligators, which last time we were here it was a young looking gal, real good looking gal, and she did quite the job. It kind of scared me a little bit because she mentioned that she was new and she looked a little tentative with a few things. I don't know, with my experiences that animals can sense that. But anyway, she did a real nice job. We had guests in from out of town, so we had to do the tourist stuff. But here it is right here. It looks like we got a lot of road construction going on. So that deck up there is where we go. We park down here in the grass, or right where that red van is down there, that maroon van. We park all through here, and then we sit up on that deck, usually in the shade, because we come out here in the summer months, so it's, you know, 100 degrees, and people are fishing over here. I don't know how much you can see that. There's the airboats and people fishing. There's a boat launch right here, and you can see them all. The tourists are here, not very many because it's a weekday. So there you have it, Holiday Everglades Park, or Everglades Holiday Park. We're going to catch the junction 997 off of 27 if you're tracking me on a map. So it's just a little turn off. Apparently behind some big trucks. So there's the sign where it's going to take you. Go straight, go to Miami, turn right if you want to basically go through Homestead and the Keys. Alright. So here we go. 997. There's the sign there. South if going this way. So actually going this way, we're kind of tracking southwest now. 27 was pretty much going due south. Now we're tracking southwest. Up in front of us, and you can see it for a while, I've been staring at it for the last 4 or 5 miles, is the Miccosukee Casino. I think it's a resort casino. And what that signifies for us today is a landmark for 41, Highway 41. So this is where we'll be getting, let's see, we're getting radar here. We'll be getting off here and turning west on 41. This sits on the corner of 27, Highway 27 and Highway 41. I do see blue lights up there. I'm catching up to these Harley buddies up in front of me, not riding with me. Other motorcyclists. Definitely getting radar. I'm going to slow down a little bit. At night when we come in on arrival here, this Miccosukee place has big spotlights circling all over the place, looking up into the air, or pointing up into the air all over the place. You can see this place for 50, 60, 70 miles to come. Alright, junction 41, right turn to Shark Valley. I've done Shark Valley. Good corner, lots of stuff here, fuel if you need it. There's a Pilot actually, huh? Look at that, Shell Pilot. All right, here's some mileages. Marco Island 85 miles, Naples 89 miles, and there's another view of the Miccosukee Gaming Resort and Casino. So we're heading to west now. Let's see, exact heading, yeah, 269, so pretty much due west. And our next stop at briefly on the way is the Value Jet 592 Memorial. I have a YouTube video on that. I'll link it below this video. Stop, pay our respects for a moment. It's an airplane that had oxygen generators cause a fire, and they couldn't get it back on the ground fast enough, and the airplane pitched into the Everglades out here. Pretty sad story. But as I said in the other video, it's not all for nothing, because it did change the way oxygen generators could be handled, carried, things like that, to prevent that from ever happening again. Got a nice big wide canal here. Actually, when we started getting within a few miles of the Miccosukee place, coming south on 27, had a pretty good view of the canal. I don't know how much pressure these canals get. There's some people fishing on the side of the road and a boat in the middle. So they get a little bit of pressure. Guy's pretty serious. Got his waders on. That guy too. He's in a boat too. So we're up on a bit of a bluff. So looking to the south, get a pretty good look at the Everglades down into, this is all Everglades National Park. We're right on the boundary to it anyway. Not exactly sure where the park is and isn't, but this is all the Everglades. And then looking to the north, the canal's right below us. See if I can get over here a little closer to the divider. I don't know if you can see the canal. Probably see it looking forward. And then you can see out, same thing, up to the north. It's a really nice day. Like I say, it's about 78 degrees. No rain in the forecast. Just some clouds. That's it. A lot of boats out here. There's another boat right there. That's a nice boat. And we're coming off. These bridges they just built not too long ago. Matter of fact, last couple times I've been down here, there's been a lot of construction where they're building these bridges. Passing mile marker 29.5 on Highway 41. We get up to about mile marker 30 here, just a half mile, and we're going to come up on the Value Jet Memorial here on the north side to my right. You can see it there right by where that orange sign is the Value Jet Memorial. They must be doing something to it. Oh, construction. I wonder if I can even get in there. Try. Let's see here. I don't know if we can get in here, or yeah, we'll try it right here. Usually it's the turnoffs up here, but it looked like they might have it blocked off or something. Oh, maybe it still is up there. Look like a... Let's see if we can get in. Road closed. It says road closed. May not allow us in here. Alright, nobody's coming. Road closed. Guess you can't get in there. That's a bummer. It says detour. Let's try. See what it says. Guess you can get in here. Find out. Wouldn't be a good day for the Harley, but it's an okay day for the BMW. Even loaded down with all my stuff. So here's my bike all loaded down with the Value Jet Memorial. This is the first time I'm taking any pictures with this GoPro. We'll see how the sound comes out. I haven't tried the external mic that works in my GoPro 4s should work in this one too. I'll go without. They say the sound is a lot better. There's the sign. I noticed a while back that sign came down. It's supposed to be up here somewhere, and all this construction going on. So some other people over here were checking it out, but this is what it looks like. There's 41 in the backdrop there. So we're facing east. And now we're kind of turning to face to the north. And there's the Value Jet 592 Memorial. And it was nice having my drone down here because you can't really see anything over these mangroves. Once you get up to about 20 feet, you can just see forever. I was actually going to try out this road today. Normally that road's open, but I just don't know how far it goes. I tracked it a little bit with my drone, but as luck would have it, we are looking back out to the east. As luck would have it, there it's closed for construction. Very nice day. I'm looking to the south now with, as they say, Highway 41. This is right, if you're tracking this and you want to know where it is on the map, it's a little hard to see until you zoom in, but we're right at, matter of fact, I don't know if you can see that green sign out there, but that is mile marker 30 on Highway 41. I don't know how many miles west of 997 we are, but probably around 10 miles, something like that. All right, loaded down we go. Off to our next journey, next stop on the journey here. All right, just got back on the road here, so this wildlife loop should be right up here on our left. Not sure how well it's marked, but we'll find out in just a second. Let me try it right here. Let's see. Does it say anything? This can't be it. We'll go back over. I don't think that's it. Is that it? Let's go up here a little further. See if it says anything. Otherwise, we'll turn around. I think actually that might have been it, because I think once we made the turn there, we were off of it. So we want to turn around here. So I'm going to see if I can turn around right here. Nobody's coming behind me, and nobody's coming in front of me. So here we go. Well, I'm a little surprised there's no sign there, but we shall find out. No sign at all. Interesting. Entering Cypress Wildlife Park. So this is a loop road, so this has got to be it. So there wasn't a single sign. Interesting. Oh, we just took the bend and we're heading due west now. Bend to the north a little bit and heading back to 440. I keep saying 441. 41. And the rest of the road is pretty much look like this with some. Oops. So there is this dirt road here? Oh, just a. Oh no, it's dirt road. Look at that. Interesting. I thought part of this road looked like dirt on the map, but the scenery's been pretty much the same, except occasionally has some nice openings with the swampland is really pretty. I mean, if I didn't know any better, it almost looks manicured, like right here. The water's nice and clear, and it's real pretty. Oh, you can't hardly, I don't think you can see it too good through the camera, but right through these mangroves is water, and looks like just phenomenal habitat. Go back to the map here so I can see. 41 should be coming up in a while. So it is dirt road. I mean, it's a nice dirt road. There you go. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. On the reservation. Yeah, you can see all the water in there. It looks like these guys have some kayaks. Be pretty tight even for kayaks in there, but maybe not. Alright, I was coming by and saw a very large gator on the road right after I'm talking about not seeing any wildlife, and there he is right here, and he is not huge, but he's not small, and he is right there on the side of the road. So I'm gonna come up here and come right back at him. See a couple cars, all the tourists are coming. Make sure I don't have any other gators that'll take my leg off. Let's see if I can stand up and get a better view of him. Don't want to get too close. How clear that water is, incredible. So he's probably up here sunning away. He's definitely looking at me, isn't he? Hey, no sooner than I saw the other one and turned my camera off. I mean, I barely turned my camera off, and here's another one. Right there, about the same size. Same size as the prior buddy. See if I can turn around here, and tourists are still preoccupied with whatever. Kind of keeping an eye out, making sure there's no gators that'll take my foot off when I stop. Look at him. There he is. Eyes open and ready to go. Alright, so I don't think we're that far from 41. There's a gator, he's right on the side of the road. Another one just a couple hundred yards, and I go take a look at him too. The other gator. Kind of spooky looking. They got the same size, just a couple hundred yards apart. And watch me drop my phone and make a run for it here. Alright, we'll take one more look at him. He's not pissed off now with he's sitting here. Oh, his mouth's open now. And he's moving. Before these guys come up here, we'll get kind of close. Yeah, his mouth's open. Oh, there he goes. He's in the water. I hope you kept your hands inside the ride at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, these are wild animals. So the wildlife loop put us back onto 41 at about mile marker 59. Now I'm going to come back out to the east because I wanted to check out a couple things up here. There's 11 Mile Road, and there's a Collier Airport way out here in the Everglades. We oftentimes see it depending on where we are on the arrival, but I've never been out here. I've been told it's a training airport anymore. Training for what? I do not know. It's like so 11 Mile Road is a potential road up into the Everglades going north here, but like everything else, it's probably gated off. But we'll give it a shot here. This should be mile marker 58. Yep, it is. Heading eastbound. I'll keep you posted. We'll check out the gates and we'll check out the airport. Alright, it says there's a campground here. Let's check it out. Midway Campground. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if they stop me coming in here. edit all that out, but we'll just put around. So this is kind of nice, actually.
Battery level is low.
Okay, there's part of the problem. Well, big surprise here on 11 Mile Road. It's blocked off. Let's see what it says. Road closed. Unauthorized vehicular traffic prohibited. Regulations. Well, apparently you can go on it. Passing. Huh. Well, I wonder why it's closed if you can go on it. I'll have to ask about that. This is road closed. It's right off the side of 41 here. And look how clear this water is. Look at all the little fish in there. These are so clear. Unfortunately, we can't get in here. There's a gate on the road. It says you can drive on a road, but then it's all locked up. Decided looks like a nice road too. I think it goes way back up in there. That went over there. Let's see here. All locked up. So yeah, it's unbelievable how clear it is. Oh, look at that big fish in there. Can you see those big fish? Like, I don't know what they are. They're about, probably about 15 inches long. Way over there. Kind of being careful where I'm standing because there goes a little turtle right there. If I wasn't so scared of a gator, I'd stick my hand in there and catch him. It's nice, very nice here. So this is 11 Mile Road, but today it's 0 Mile Road because you can't get in there. This is a shame. All right, here we are at this training in transition airport. And let's see how far we can get in. It doesn't say no trespassing, and there was not a sign on the side of the road. There's just a little arrow. It didn't say what the arrow was for. So let's take a look. I think the airport's actually in front of us a couple miles and off to my right. So we'll take a peek. Well, there's all the fence. So that's usually a dead giveaway that there's an airport here. So we just came up on the fence, so we're obviously on the perimeter of the airport. Let's see which direction we're headed here. We're going north right now, due north, and so we'll start turning around here to the right to eastbound. And that should put us on the north side of the airport. Alright, we'll come up here on what appears to be the end of the road. I'm sure there will be no access, but we fly over this all the time, or we fly near it where we can see it, and I've just never been out here. So this is it. Okay, so after we come off L28, that's locked, to the loop, backtrack, check the 11-mile road, Dade-Collier Airport, Midway Campground we went in. Let's drive through the visitor center. Alright, we're going to turn in the visitor center after all. We'll take a look at peek. Drive through the parking lot, see what's here. More places. Oh, bus and RV. Look at that. Huh. Swamp buggy and ATV parking. I guess on the grass. Nice motorhome. The Fleetwood Excursion. Alright, we're not going to go inside because I just starting to get just a little bit late in the day and I'm not quite sure what to expect at the Bear Island Campground as far as entry. Yeah, gold wing with the big trailer. So that's the quick parking lot run of the Oasis Visitors Center. Alright, campground a quarter mile. Let's see if this one is the Monument Lake Campground. We'll go in there and take a little peek. Alright, see if we can come in here and take a little peek. Pavement ends. Big giveaway, got the big tower there. Let's see. What's what? One way. Ooh, looks nice. So you got picnic tables, water, or I mean, nice lake anyway. Not many people camped here. I'm sure they have a camp host here somewhere. Bathrooms. Camp host. They got all their camp host gear on, but very tentative about approaching me. Again, I must look like the vagabond with all my stuff on the bike. I don't have that much stuff, but for a motorcycle, probably a lot. But anyway, just let me go around. Don't approach the gators, which means there must be some gators out here somewhere. Probably want to maybe not be camping out in your motorcycle out here. And for some reason, this side's got a lot more RVs on the spots. It's nice, but look at that. It's nice. And I'm guessing that's a cell tower, so I'm going to look at I'll stop on the other side there and look, but I'll bet. Yeah, I see you guys got generators there, so I'm guessing they have no electricity here. I'm going to take a picture of the sites. These are nice. This is really nice. The Midway one was nice too. You just camp out right there. Got your chair and your table. You don't need anything else. More bathrooms. This Kirby something park. I'm assuming this is just a trailhead and that you walk from here. I do see a path there off into the distance, unless you're a Prius and then you decide you have to move around. So Kirby Storter Park bridge going out there next time. I took a turn off 41 here to go into the Burns Lake Campground. Check that one out. Dirt road getting in here. Let's see how long of a dirt road. On the map it looked like it might be a mile or two. Got a Harley, so it can't be that bad of a road. Coming in on your Harley. Going to the campground. Do not enter, so we'll go this way. Camping, vehicle and parking. So we go with some water again. This one looks a little more rustic than the other two. I don't see any electricity, water, anything like that. Just the water. And there's a bathroom down here on the end. More bathrooms. And trash cans. Fire pits. Day use only, huh? Looks like these people are here more than day use. Watch out for the gator signs. Let's see, I haven't seen a camp host yet. This place. You don't see these trailers used very often. Kind of nice. Camp host is probably on the other side over there. I went by the front instead of the back of the motorhomes. Alright, well this is it for Burns Lake Campground. Definitely a little more rustic than the Midway and what was the other one we went to? Monument Lake. That's nice. I'd probably prefer the other two. This one's further up. Check out this wildlife check station thing here. It looks like a campground. I don't know if that's 841 or not, but I'll find out about that too. Oh look, they got a dump station, a boat landing, and I don't know what this is. So this is a volunteer campsite. So you got water on the back side, which is kind of cool. Got picnic tables. Somebody had some rope or something up in that tree. Alright, this is our turn, Turner River something. So you got a nice little area right here, right on 41 with a little walkway and tables and stuff. Looks nice. So coming back in from my fill up at the gas station, had some road construction and stuff, and I must have missed 841. So this is the main way in 839. So this is going to be 20 something miles coming in here, better part of 30 miles. So I think what I'm going to do for part of this, well, maybe I'll do it tomorrow coming out. It's starting to get a little late in the day and I want to get to the ranger station. or whatever's up here. I don't even know what to expect when I get up here, and I got 26 miles, I think, to get there. So here we go. It's a good road, real good road so far. Let's see here. I mean, it's very dusty, unfortunately, because it hasn't been raining. There's no rain, so I'm gonna slow down here because you got a car sitting here. I'm gonna dust him out. And where we go? We're heading northbound, and at some point we're gonna go underneath Highway 75 North, Alligator Alley. You can't access this road. Whoa, there's some places there. You cannot access this road from 75, from Alligator Alley. So you have to come in down south where there's like, I think 3 ways to get in here. I came in from directly south, and then tomorrow we'll come out 841, which is just a little bit west of here. And then when we come around towards 75 for the route home, we'll go and check out the road that's over on the west side. Slow down so we don't dust out these guys. Nice buggies, look at those buggies. Alright, we must be about more than 20 miles up the road now, because here comes Highway 75. And again, we're going underneath it. Kind of a built-up road in the marsh here. You can't access this road from 75, just in case anybody's getting any wild-eyed ideas. If I could have done that, I would have been doing it. Can't be done. Well, I shouldn't say can't, because I don't know how industrious some people are. Maybe it can be done and I just don't know about it. But let's just say it's not supposed to be done. There's no way for it to be done, and it could not be easily done. There, I think I kind of said it with that. So there goes Highway 75. We should just be shouldn't be more than a couple more miles. Alright, so here we go, starting to see some signage. Let's figure out where we're going. Visitor vehicle parking. I think last time I saw this, it went in this way. Off-road vehicle that way, so I think this is the correct way. Let's see here, 15 miles an hour. And we'll find out who we're supposed to talk to. Ooh, I like that spot. It does not appear that anybody is here. Dumpster, campground, site registration. $10 a night. So let's go in and check it out. Let's see what we got. This is apparently where you do it. There's nobody here. We'll come back. Alright, let's see if we can pick out a campsite. I'm not quite sure where everything is here, but... So I brought a hammock. So the plan is to see if we can find something with trees and a picnic table. If I can't set up my hammock, then I'll probably want to sleep on my picnic table. So it says to pick out a spot and then come back to that area. So that's what I'm going to do. Come in here and pick out a spot. I think there's numbers on them, but they're real small. I got a thing here that says insert the envelope, but unfortunately No more envelopes. A couple guys were here before me. They're trying to figure out where to put it, in here or in here. I think this is definitely it. And this one over here is for the hunting ones. So you're kind of on your own out here. I think that's the camp station, but obviously it's closed. So this is it. Give it a shot. Put it in here. Hopefully it went all the way in there. Probably not. I'll have to poke it in there. And that's it, spot 8. All right, we just paid our fee here at the station. I got the GoPro rolling, and it's only about, well, it might be about 1.5 miles, 2 miles into the campground. So I'm gonna let the GoPro run, and I'm gonna film with my helmet camera. I think they're both 1080p. And we'll see what the difference is as far as the stabilization stuff. Straighten out my GoPro a little bit. Oop. There we go. Notice the GoPro vibrates quite a bit right there. So kind of a little bit of a test with all that vibration. Maybe we have to find a different place to mount it. We shall see. All right, so we picked spot number 8, ran into some guys that picked spot number 38. They said I might be happier with the upper spot sites, so I went down and looked at them. They would be good if you wanted a lot of extra room, if you had, a lot of people. But I've got a hammock with me, and I'm going to try to find a good site for a hammock. So found a couple of spots that would be good for that. And spot number 8 is one of them. There's another guy camped in there, and I'm trying not to camp right on top of him. So spot 1 and 8 are about the furthest away from him. There's a couple other good ones, but they're real close to him. He'd probably wonder, with all the open spots, why I'd want to camp in a spot right across from him. I'd kind of be wondering that too. Actually, in those high spots too, I went into one of them, I think it's spot number 30, just to take a look at it. They're nice because they drop in off the road and you really can't see much from the road, but the thing was all soggy and I had a hard time getting out of there. It's like, well, that didn't work out well. All right, we'll get up here by this trash can, and I don't know what the odds are of you picking the same. You got to come up in here, find out what spot you want, and then go back out there and pick it and pay for it. Luckily, there's hardly anybody here, but if there was a lot of people coming and going, I guess there's a pretty good chance, or there is a chance anyway, you could pick a spot. You'd be sitting there writing down your number while somebody else is looking at your spot saying, hey, that's a good spot. And then you're leaving to go back to your spot and they're on their way to go pay for the spot. But hardly anybody's here, so I see the odds of that happening are probably pretty thin. But there are some people coming and going. Okay, so if you go straight here, it's to the upper spots. And if you go left here at the trash can, these are the, I think, spots 1 through about 10, something like that. So we'll kind of go around the loop. I'll show you where the other guys camped. You can see the sun's going down in here, so we probably don't have a lot of good sunlight left. So my spot's going to be right over here to the right. So spot 1 I thought was a good one for me. Spot 3 doesn't really have a good hammock arrangement for me, so it was a backup. I could make it work. Spot 4 does not have a good hammock setup, so that wasn't going to work. That's 3 right there, so that wasn't going to work. And then there's the guy that's camped, so I didn't really want to get in here. That probably is 4 back in there. It's still too close. 5 would have been a good spot if he wasn't here. I like 5. 5 is good. And then this one here is 6, but again, no place for the hammock, and right on top of him, and he's got a hammock too. Look at him. So I thought this one here, 7, was a good one too. But again, close to him, and so here's our spot 8. and there's a bathroom right over there, so it should be good in all respects. Here's the camp taking shape, hanging up my clothes. There's the bike. A few things. Got a nice picnic table here on spot 8. Got my 2 strategically placed trees. First time ever setting up a hammock. That's a rain fly on the top. And underneath here is the hammock itself. These trees have, you know, some spider webs and whatnot in them, and whatever else is in it, so it'll keep anything unwanted from dropping in on me in the middle of the night. That'd be the plan. And there's just one other person in this camp, and he is way over there. Other than that, I am single ship. I got about a half hour maybe half hour decent sunlight left. So here's the campground in the morning. You can see the mist rising. Get pretty moist out here. Everything's soaking wet in the camp. I didn't pay much attention to it last night, but they have trash and recycle down there, which is pretty cool. You really don't have to go too far. You don't even have to go to that big green trash can. And here's how camp ended up for me last night. At about probably 6 in the evening, the mosquitoes came out hard, and they stayed that way till probably about close to 8 o'clock, which made staying in the hammock not gonna work. So I rolled out my mat, I brought my pad, and of course the sleeping bag on the table, and that was much better, which got the mosquitoes off my legs and stuff. But it was a pretty bad night for sleep. They finally went away for the most part at about probably 1 in the morning or something like that. Probably can't see, but everything's soaking wet. Now, I don't know what possessed me to do it. I thought it would be a little cold, so I put this cap in there, and thank God I did, because I could pull it down over my ears and over my forehead and stuff to keep the mosquitoes off of me. And then later I took this blanket, this camping blanket I have, and I just threw it over the whole head of this thing while I was sleeping. So I have my head, I have this thing all zipped up with just a little bit exposed, and then I took the blanket and tossed it over the whole thing. That's it. You see my helmet's all soaking wet. Everything's soaking wet. All right, here we are leaving this morning. Got a little bit of a late start because I just took my time. About 10 o'clock. Well, I underestimated the mosquitoes, that's for sure. They came on at about 5:45 or so and did not start relenting till around midnight, but didn't fully relent till probably around 2 in the morning. It started getting cool and or cool enough and wet enough. I mean, a lot of dew out here, tremendous amount. I mean, it looked like it rained, but obviously it didn't. Everything's soaked. When we get home, I'll have to open everything back up again and let it dry out. So we came in on 839, which was the straight road coming in. I'm gonna go out 841, which is gonna start on 839 and then dog legs over. We'll see what that road looks like. So I'll get back to you when we get to that turn. All right, so if you're coming southbound out of Bear Island, you'll come to this bridge, and this is Wagon Wheel Road. So we came in that way from the south yesterday, and there's the sign. And this time we're going to head out here to the west. And I think this does two things. I think you can either go straight to whatever that north-south highway is, or you can take a bend and go back down the south again towards 41. So we'll see what it looks like up here. Ginormous post office and attended no less. There it is, all the post office. Hello. Thank you. Locks and all.